This lunatic. Kevin on the God! No, piledriver! God!
With Randy Orton returning very soon, why is it best for Randy Orton to return right now in the WWE after being gone for so many months? Let's check out more at the red carpet ring.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, red carpet ring here, Turnbuckle King here. We're going to talk about why it's best for Randy Orton to return now, why Randy Orton is back for Wrestlemania. Let's get the likes up. Now, it's reports saying that Randy Orton is returning to WWE and just in time for WrestleMania 41. So Randy Orton is coming back at the show of shows, the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 41, which will be at Las Vegas, April 19th and 20th of 2025. But they said he's really bad at recovering piledrivers, but he's finally on his way back. Now, after this feud with Kevin Owens, they were supposed to have a match at Crown Jewel. We know it really didn't happen. It was broken up by referees and officials. The last time we saw Randy Orton on TV was an episode of Friday Night SmackDown back in November before Kevin Owens gave Orton a piledriver.
This lunatic. Kevin on the God! No, piledriver! God!
Now, Randy Orton has been out since the band piledriver. However, he has been shown on social media celebrating Christmas with his family, and also since then, more recently, celebrating Valentine's Day with his wife, Kim Orton. So we have seen several holidays and in the new year, no Randy Orton. However, he will be back for WrestleMania 41. He's back now, and we know that he was out storyline with Kevin Owens hitting him with the band piledriver. The thing about it is his extended absence might be coming to an end very soon. They say for PW Insider, Orton is back to be in the mix next month and be a part of WWE's European tour that begins mid-March. Now, the thing about it is this is a very good chance that the Viper, Randy Orton, could return at the Elimination Chamber PLE for 2025. We could see him after maybe the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens match possibly, or maybe after the men's Elimination Chamber match for the #1 contendership for the WWE Undisputed Championship, currently held by the WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes. But the thing about it is Randy Orton, it's best for business for him to come back. This is WrestleMania season. We do know that Randy Orton, he just came back from a very, very bad back injury, the worst injury of his career, the same back injury that possibly could have ended his career. And doctors had advised Randy Orton not to wrestle anymore. He should retire. But Randy Orton has not listened to the doctors and decided to continue to wrestle. But I believe with that being said, WWE, they have decided, they're happy that Randy Orton came back, dedicated to the business that he grew up in. However, to preserve Randy Orton and to keep him healthy, prevent him from being in a wheelchair or paralyzed, they would like to preserve him. So I believe that they don't want him wrestling as much. And Randy Orton is at the tail end of his career. Randy Orton is 40. He's going to be 45 this April, and he's 44 right now. He's been wrestling for well over 20 years, consistently without taking time off. The only most time he ever had off in his whole career was, honestly, this recent back injury that he suffered in 2022, and he did come back at Survivor Series War Games in 2023. So Randy Orton, we have a lot of male superstars now in WWE. The landscape has changed since Randy Orton, before he had the back injury. They really don't need him like that anymore. Randy Orton, it's best to keep him as a part-time talent. We all got to face it. Randy Orton is part-time now. He's not full-time anymore. And unfortunately, Randy Orton will never be full-time again. That's because he doesn't need to be. We do have a long list of guys in WWE. We have Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. We got Braun Breaker. We have Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, many others. So it's good to keep Randy Orton at a part-time basis. He does not need to be needed to be used that much. He's more like a special attraction, you know. He's alongside, like, similar to a CM Punk, needed for a big feud, possibly for another championship run. But we don't need Randy Orton for that time. Now, after WrestleMania 41, wherever the storyline goes, who did he face at WrestleMania? I don't think we'll see him a little bit more after that. But I believe unless he's involved in a big storyline, a big feud, you know, similar to Kevin Owens that he recently had, or if they want to revisit that storyline, we are not going to be expected to see Randy Orton on television that much, just like before, because Randy Orton was just relaxing. There wasn't really nothing wrong with him besides the band piledriver storyline. We really don't need him that much. And it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just times have changed. WWE has pivoted. We are under the TKO banner now. It's not WWE as the sole company anymore. It's TKO, owns WWE, and they do things differently now. So they want to save Randy Orton, use him for big moments. And I think WrestleMania 41 is one of the best moments to have him for. It is the biggest show of the year. So with that being said, I will say that I can't wait to see what Randy Orton does when he does come back. If he doesn't come back at the Chamber, he will come back at a Raw or SmackDown. Now, last time we saw Randy Orton, he was a part of the SmackDown brand. He did sign a contract in 2024 that he would be part of SmackDown. I don't know would that be the same when he come back. Will he eventually switch to Raw? I don't know how that's going to go. But Randy Orton at this point in his career has done it all. He is a 14-time world champion. He's main evented WrestleManias. He's won the Royal Rumble twice in his career. Former Money in the Bank winner. He's done a lot in his career. And I think for him to step to the side and feud with someone like, you know, for example, he had the feud with Gunther at King and Queen of the Ring last year, where Randy Orton challenged Gunther for his World Heavyweight Championship. He was literally the first opponent of Gunther's new championship that he won at SummerSlam. I think he'll be used like that to put a younger talent over, you know, make them look good and shine. That's the whole thing about Randy Orton. Now, whenever Randy Orton's going to officially retire, that we don't know. I don't know how that will go with Randy Orton. You know, will he retire in the next few years? But I don't see him wrestling much longer. I could say no more than 5 years. Within the next 5 years, or at least 2 to 5 years, Randy Orton's pretty much going to call it a career. You know, I'm glad that he still can wrestle, because I was concerned when he had the back injury that he may have to retire because how bad that back injury really was. Because he was out for a year and a half, almost 2 years. But other than that, though, Randy Orton is back for WrestleMania 41. I don't think him being out makes a difference at all. You know, the roster's not hurting without him. Now, don't get me wrong, Randy Orton's a very, very valuable asset. He has been for the past 20-plus years. When we think of John Cena with his farewell tour, John Cena was the top babyface for many years. Meanwhile, Randy Orton was the number one heel during that time frame. A babyface is only good as his heel. A heel is only good as his babyface. So we know the history between John Cena and Randy Orton. They have battled many times over the years over championships, feuds, whatever the case may be. But Randy Orton, it's best for him to be back at WrestleMania. I would like to see at least one or two, if it's possible, last World Championship runs with Randy Orton before he does call it a career. I don't know if that's in the cards for Randy Orton. I don't know if WWE plans to do it that way. We will only see how the booking goes. But I will say that Randy Orton's had one of the best careers ever in WWE history. I mean, from him, Evolution, to Rated RKO, to him being the Viper, you name it, he took it to the top. So I will give Randy Orton his credit. But I would say with him returning now, it's real good because he was gone for 3 months. So I say, or going on 4 months, 3 to 4 months. But I say with him being gone that time, that'll make things much better for Randy Orton to come back. You know, we'll be anticipating him to come back like many fans are. And then the number one feud that I see at the top of my list I would like to see him have a feud in is with Cody Rhodes over the WWE Championship due to their history, back to Legacy when Randy Orton was the leader of Legacy. A young Cody Rhodes was a part of that group. I think that would be a great storyline. The whole Kevin Owens thing, I don't know if that's going to finish. They're going to revisit that or it's left on a cliffhanger. Let's be honest, Triple H, some of his booking, his booking decisions have been left on a cliffhanger. But I don't know how they're going to finish that because they may do that for WrestleMania, but we're going to see. And there's this speculation that he may face John Cena one last time during John Cena's farewell tour. So it's played very, very good reason to have Randy Orton back. And like I said, for WrestleMania, SummerSlam, maybe Money in the Bank, Survivor Series, and events like that, you want to keep Randy Orton around in the WWE. Now, when it comes to not those big events or a big feud that he's going to be in, I don't see Randy Orton being much of usage at this point in his career. It don't make any sense to put Randy Orton in a pointless feud or a feud that's not going to help him elevate another talent. It's not going to do anything. So him coming back now will be great to do. I think it's the best move. I would like to see him wrestle other talent that he's never wrestled, that he's never come across, someone like Gunther, maybe someone like a Kaiser, Braun Breaker, other names like that. I would like to see how that would go, but Randy Orton, he's definitely one of the biggest players of WWE in his history, so he's been a very key factor as part of WWE, but him coming back now would make perfect sense. It will make everything, good. I just don't know how he will come back other than that because I was concerned when he was going to come back because he was gone for a while. But I'm glad that he's coming back in time for WrestleMania. The only thing is there's no brand new story to start off with Randy Orton. He would have to continue on the thing with Kevin Owens after Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have their match at Elimination Chamber, which will be an unsanctioned match. So that's only makes sense. I don't see him starting a brand new feud right now because we don't have enough time to build a story around WrestleMania 41 time because I think they said it on Raw the other day. WrestleMania is 60 to 70 days away. So if they do start something now, it will not be a proper build for a great story at WrestleMania, especially, for night one or night two for that matter. So Randy Orton, I think he'll continue that with Kevin Owens. They can have a match at WrestleMania 41. Randy could win that feud, or Kevin Owens win. Whoever wins, that'd be good. But it's good to have Randy Orton back. Like I said, I was very, very skeptical if he was going to come back anytime soon. Because a lot of people was asking, where's Randy Orton? Where's Randy Orton? When is he coming back? When is he coming back? But now we know it's good to see him back. I just hope that after he does finish WrestleMania, if he take time off again, he come back just in time for another big event like Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. Or, like I said before, I know they say he is a part of the European tour, but besides that tour, we want to see him in big feuds or compete for a world title. So I am happy about that he's going to be a part of the tour. And I know that the crowds love his theme music every time he's at a European tour. We saw that last year when the crowd was singing and chanting along with his song. They hear the voices in their head. But Randy Orton, he's going to be good to have. He's going to be good to have him around. But other than that, I really don't see any other feud that he could do right now at this moment. Unless he, like I said, he does other stories that I thought he would have done before. It would have to be, if it's not a story he already started, I could see it happening later on in the back end after the tour is over. But I don't see Randy Orton being used that much. Like I said before, it doesn't make any sense. And that's all I have regarding that subject. We are talking about why it's best for Randy Orton to return now, why Randy Orton is back for WrestleMania 41. You guys let me know what you think of that. Check out the content here, guys. Until then, you already know what it is. It's OUT.